Alrighty, move that.
And here we go.
Did I glue this guy's head down? Probably did. Yeah, I did. But that's okay. I think there's plenty of room. Plenty of room to paint it.
There we have it.
Take the Hun. Hello, guys. Need a hard take from you. Uh-oh, a hard take.
Hard take. I can't think of anything I don't like right now, and that's a strange thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. But speaking of being wild, I'm gonna be right back. I have to go grab something real quick.
Mm-hmm. I think the old Squatty Marines are overrated, and it's mostly nostalgia keeping them alive. And I have 10,000 points of old Marines. They're great, but they're old. Jaden Belair, greetings from India, where it's already 10 o'clock. Ooh. All right, everybody, the stream is ending. It's 10 o'clock, so see you all tomorrow. Go watch the videos. We have a Patreon and Discord channel.
Yep, we're done, folks.
Lucky bat, ooh.
I had to get the math that Sean and I did. I'm gonna get these printed. Gotta make sure that they're the right size.
Greglet Vetrova, I fucked up a Krieg face on applying too thick of paint. Anybody got any ideas? If the paint's too thick, you could take a little bit of rubbing alcohol onto your brush and maybe wipe off some of the excess paint.
Gingerly.
Yeah.
It's probably the best bet.
Joseph Hodgson, is that a new setup, Jay? I don't see anything different.
What's different?
Yeah. Virtual Fungus 8, thanks for the brush cleaning video. My brushes have never been cleaner, sharper, or softer since I started this hobby.
Nice.
Aaron Siracilier, hello from Australia. It's 1300 over here.
Well, it's 9 here. And we're in Central
in the real time.
Yeah, real time with Bill Maher.
Nah.
But, yeah. Just gotta say it. It's the name of the show. And today's stream is sponsored by HBO.
Yeah. It really is.
Yeah, we're selling. We sold our show to HBO.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
we'll be premiering next to Game of Thrones.
Exactly.
Which I now must say is my favorite show ever made.
Exactly.
I got an email saying that it was my favorite show ever.
Mm-hmm. You better believe it. It is very good.
Mm-hmm.
The books are crap compared to the show. I like the show because it's moving pictures, and that is very fun. It's like a book, but all spelled out.
TK's 3D Prints. Remember, folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel. Kick the Bandit disliked and finally received my replacement sprues for the Kill Team box. Sweet! Does that mean you have little extras? Was there nothing salvageable on the old sprues?
Yeah, we actually ran over our box with my car so we could get a new box. Just for fun. We just ruined it.
Lance's Fantasy Gaming just finished editing a video in Premiere Pro. Will be out tomorrow. Ooh, neat.
Wow, me too. Isn't that odd?
Mm-hmm. You heard it here first, people. New video out tomorrow.
Could you believe it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe this is too far, but could you believe it's going to be a Models and Memories weekly?
I thought we were going to talk about that before we went live.
Oh,
they would never have known.
Power Surge. If you're being held against your will by Nick, blink 3 times.
What happens if I never blink 3 times?
Well.
Aaron Sirixiliar. Been watching your stuff recently, and it's definitely one of the liveliest hobby channels out there. Love it. Neat. Jordan Thomas. Hello from Canada.
Where even is Canada?
I don't know. Some made-up place.
Is your milk in bags?
I bet it is.
I bet it is. Although in some places it's not, I guess.
Ashton Knight, when using washes, do you all over wash or do you use it sparsely? Usually sparsely. It's pretty rare where I'll like dunk a model or really cover it. But I do use washes a lot. TK's 3D prints started painting an old Chaos Dwarf heavy metal. Ooh, neat.
Exactly. Let's see. Is a T-series droid the same as a TAC droid?
I think so. I think it's a T-series tactical droid.
Great. I got 2 different words for it. Which I think is pretty rude. David Warren, thinking of doing my first EOB complete with the squad of Death Troopers. Also thinking of trying out the Necron Crystal base for these guys too.
Neat. I like me some Death Troopers. I have a box. It's one of the very few things in my Star Wars Legion pile of shame. Although that pile of shame may be expanding in the near future.
What?
Michael James, when are you going to paint up the new Beast Boss on Giant Squig? Is that the other half, the Great White Squig?
I think so. I'm not sure.
It's a cool model. I might pick one up. I don't know. It doesn't super fit in with my Biker Mad Max army, but it is a really, really, really cool.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know.
Ethan Lewis, you ever find yourself scraping mold lines on stuff that isn't miniatures? Like, I just scraped the mold lines on my car's turn signal, and now I think it could use a good Zenithal highlight. Yeah, I bet it can. Nice 2 thin coats of paint after that.
Do it.
TK's 3D Prints, show your love and support and hit that thumbs down. 43 watching, only 18 thumbs down. That's a tragedy.
Mm-hmm. Jeez, what are we doing here, folks? What's happening? Who even are you guys?
I've been thinking about how to paint my Death Troopers because they're just black, but obviously I can't just paint them black because then it won't look like anything. And I was thinking about getting, there's 2 units for the Empire that have black armor. And so I was thinking of getting both of them. And then one, I would basically paint their armor very, 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 very dark green, and the other very, 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 very dark red. And see if that would be an interesting way to add in some nice contrast and visual interest. So if you see a YouTube video called How to Paint Black Armor for Realsies, it's the video.
Lance's Fantasy Gaming. I'm going to bed. Need to donate plasma tomorrow so I can buy more Warhammer minis.
Nice.
Daniel Bayer. It does have a mechanical leg and massive exhaust coming out of it, so it sort of fits in.
Mm-hmm.
Colin Steger. So I'm creating my own objective marker with some bits. I have included a flag from a tactical squad.
Ah, the backpack banner. Love that. Love that piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
very
literally
old school.
perfect.
Vampy, I use a Citadel tank brush and Agrex Earthshade to wash my white scars. Makes them very nice and dirty. I bet.
Dirty. GM Styles noob question, but do I need to use an airbrush for zenithal highlighting?
That's definitely the easiest way to do it, but you can also just do it with a rattle can and just spray the white paint from above. You can also sort of do it with a dry brushing, and you just work up from black to white with a dry brush, and it gives pretty darn close to the same exact look. Jasuchin Farron, I think I'm addicted to the old metal Space Marines. Just made 3 different tactical sergeants for my kill team, and I've now got a Noise Marine I'm painting as a Night Lord. All metal guys. All old metal guys. Ah, neat. Good old kill team. I'm going to have to build some tactical... Well, I guess I shouldn't. I don't have to build tactical Marines because I already own so many. Like, literally 100. But I might make some new ones for kill team.
Power Surge! Buy Warhammer with blood money! Hell yeah! Exactly. Colin Steger, I need to redo my clones from the Star Wars core box. They ended up being pretty messy, so I'm trying to fix that.
Oh my goodness. Vallejo Bone White is just a terrible color. It is completely plugged up with dry paint.
Jeez, now we're not going to get that sponsorship. Just for that one paint.
PJ McMurray, is that pinkish chaplain noggin from one of your practice heads from an earlier video, or is it just inspired by? It's just the colors that were nearest to me. It'll eventually look different once all the colors and all the work's been done to it.
You should paint it orange.
There you go. He's an Oompa Loompa.
ZenBQ, hello everyone.
ZenBQ!
Yeah, you unclogged that tip.
Colin Steger, the droids ended up great though. I think they looked decent with the Zorpazorp method. Ah.
Zerp, zerp, zerp.
I'm more of a Sarastro man myself. Sarastro has, and literally almost every model Legion makes, he has a video for. Because he was commissioned to make them.
It's pretty good. You hear at Games Workshop? We could do that for you.
Yeah, we could.
They already have people.
Nah, not good people, though. We could do better.
They have a lot of good people.
Not even on my side for the joke.
Nah. As they always say, yes and no. Blackwater Clock. I got my buddy a Necron Combat Patrol, Filthy Xenos. So now I'm helping him build and prime them. Necrons are so finicky to build compared to my superior Raven Guard Marine, Raven Guard Primaris.
Yeah, I know the Necron Warriors. They're a bit finicky. They're not the world's most fun thing to put together. I guess when things are fun to put together, I always feel like it's when you don't really need to look at the instructions and you have a lot of options for personalization. And Necrons have basically no options for personalization because they're all identical. Because they're the Necrons.
Woo! That's how I feel about them.
DK Series Prince. I love my old metal miniatures. They need a lot of work and faffing about with, but that's the fun and challenge. You know, that's a good way to describe working with metal models. I've recently been working on some far superior plastic models.
Cthulhu 73, on your advice from last night, I ordered a set of Night Haunt minis for $14 shipped. Nice. Outside your comfort zone.
I remember we got an excellent comment because I made the same suggestion in a video way back, and we got a great comment from someone saying, "Don't tell me what to buy."
Yeah.
I'm like, what did you think the video was? Mm-hmm. It was also wasn't that 9 Hobby Tools?
Yeah, it was.
So literally, it was I'm telling you what to buy.
Yeah, yeah. The video was this is what I bought, and you should buy it as well. Mm-hmm. We've had a couple people buy the Night Haunts and then paint them up and then send us pictures of them.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow they mailed it to us. I don't even know how they got our address. They must have hacked into the stream.
Dancing of Doom, hello Jay and Nick, how's your most absolutely horrendous day going? Did y'all see Nick from Play on Tabletop finally get his Tau Manza? I did watch that video, it was pretty fun. Gosh, I don't know if these people realize the level of work that's going to go into these models. Like, even if you just want to do a normal job.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, I know a Space Marine takes what 2 to 4 hours to paint. So let's buy a model the size of a coffee table, but as detailed as a Space Marine.
Mm-hmm.
David Warren, reach out to AMG. Legion can use more quality content. AMG. Is that Asmodee? Asmodee?
Asmodee?
Asmodee? Asmodee! I don't know, yeah. I know they've worked with Sarastro. I don't know if they've really done much else. Mm-hmm. We're probably not what they'd want, though. Like, they'd probably want someone with a little bit more news focused. Like a Spiky Bits or Bella Lost Souls.
How dare they not like us, even though we haven't asked or know anything.
Might be worth a shot, though.
Mm-hmm.
Never know. I could score some free stormtroopers, some storm poopers.
Exactly. George Drury, what are you guys drinking tonight? Martinis.
Mm-hmm. I'm having a little green tea.
I'm having an apple teeny. I've never had an apple teeny, but I'm having one tonight.
Ethan Lewis, oh my god, Necron Immortals are miserable to put together. Push fit Crons all the way. Interesting. Death marks for my very, very first 40k model ever. Immortals are alright. The trickiest bit is getting the two halves of their gun together. And then, yeah, I would probably say just super glue their torsos together. It's like a giant ball and socket joint. And if you plastic glue it, you're gonna have to figure out a way to make it stay put for the hours it takes to dry. I'd probably just I would just super glue it. I often use a combination of glues for projects, because every glue has its purpose. To get your prints, remember folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel.
Whoa. Vampy, how tall is Jay?
I'm a giant.
I mean, have you ever seen George Shrinks? Jay is very, very, very small, and we've just built a little world around him.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's just how it is. Yeah, I like George Shrinks. I don't watch it anymore, but you know.
You don't?
Nah.
You're not up to date on the newest season?
No, I bet they don't make any more.
No, definitely not.
Reruns forever.
I mean, we probably watched the reruns.
Yeah, we probably did. But yeah. It was a book, too. I think it started as a book.
Probably. Most of that stuff started as a book.
Yeah. I like the one where there were snowmen. I don't remember the point or what was going on, but I remember there were snowmen, and I liked it. And I loved when that episode came on.
It's the snowman episode!
Exactly.
Whoa!
I'm sure you all know what we're talking about. ZNBQ, oh man, I was looking for a 6mm tree tutorials, wound up watching an old EOB tutorial.
I think we did do a tree tutorial way back in the day.
That's what I'm wondering. Was it the tree tutorial?
Champ Styles, God no, dude. It's only you and Notorious Scoundrel that I watch. I bet you and Atomic Mass. I bet Atomic Mass would sponsor you. Ah, Atomic Mass games. Wait, so which one's Asmodee? Because it was Fantasy Flight Games, and then I thought it was Asmodee. Yeah, and then Atomic Mass Games. I don't know how it all works. Dancing of Doom, I'm waiting till tomorrow night to try a Coors Banquet for the first time since my friend made me buy one. A Coors Banquet?
Not sure about that one. Like the beer? Like Coors Light?
David Warren, how does line of sight work in Warhammer? Does the quirk give you a disadvantage? It might give the slightest of disadvantages. Because it's like, oh my gosh, I can see the very tippy top of your head because you're standing on 1mm of cork. But I don't care.
Although, in games like Kill Team, it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, that's true. In games of Kill Team, you choose whether or not you're hiding behind a piece of terrain.
Mm-hmm. I'm hiding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to use a little bit of this Rhinox hide, if it's still a functional paint. George Jardo, I hate putting together those Primaris with all the weapon cables. Giant pain in the rear. Which ones have the giant weapon cables? ZNBQ tips! Jay is just tall enough that his feet reach the ground. It was the tree tutorial. It was from before Jay was shamed about his nails. Also, dentists are real.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. I definitely don't remember getting those comments from back in the day.
No.
But as soon as we started up, boom.
Yep. Did you have long nails then?
I probably didn't.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I remember in that tutorial, if you look carefully, there's a little bug that crawls around on the tree. which is kind of fun. And like I think a couple people in the comments pointed it out. There's like, oh, there's a friend. Like I didn't know that was part of the tutorial.
Cthulhu73. I have 10 minutes that I've collected for, or 10 miniatures I've collected for Rain in Hell from various companies. However, I don't feel worthy of painting them yet. Ooh, neat. I know Rain in Hell. Rain in Hell seems like a pretty interesting game. From Uncle Atom and Vincey V.
Mm-hmm. Basement Goblin, my favorite George Shrinks episode is with the alien that looks like a scuba diver. I don't know if I remember 100%.
I don't remember anything but the butterfly episode.
I remember the butterfly. I remember the butterfly because I think we went to the botanical garden and there was butterflies there, and I was like, oh, it's from the show.
Ah.
So that was my little connection.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I always felt like where we grew up, there was a lot of monarch butterflies.
Yeah.
And I don't see there's like none of them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple. I feel like it used to be a lot. But I feel like I remember aliens. I don't know. I don't know 100%. Oh, here we go. XenoBQ, yeah, and the top comment is, wow, how'd you get that super realistic bug effect?
That's pretty
right.
good. Vampy, what's your least favorite Space Marine weapon? I don't think I ever take melt-a-guns. I always feel like a plasma is a better choice because it's good for anti-armor and good for anti-infantry. Whereas the melt is really only good for anti-armor.
Ooh. Ryan Reigns, Jay and Nick, what's up, gang? I have a question for the both of you. If you guys were able to create your own faction in the 40k universe, what would it be, and what would be the lore? I have a really good one.
Ooh,
it's very obvious. All Gretchen. I want an all Gretchen army, obviously.
I was putting together some kill team rosters today, and I put together a really fun one for the Greenskins.
Oh, how many Gretchens are a part of it?
10.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to see how it plays.
That's awesome.
And what's great is you can still take 4 Ludas.
So
it's 10 Gretchen and 4 Ludas.
4 Ludas. Damn, that sounds like a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious. But yeah, I want an all Gretch 40k army. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I don't know what the lore would be though.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a bad moon.
Mm.
That's funny because of Age of Sigmar.
Mm-hmm.
Hee.
Hunter Marcel, really like the blue on the armor. How'd you do that? It was white oil paint mixed with black oil paint. And it looks a bit blue.
Hmm. Blah.
James M., I have had great luck gluing metal minis together with contact cement. Stick a small piece of green stuff in between with a drop of super glue. Any excess can be scraped off. Fills gaps well. Yeah, that's definitely a good way to do it, to add more surface area to your glues. David Warren, Asmodee is the corporate overlord. Ah. Jam Styles, Asmodees are the tyrants who took it away from Fantasy Flight Games and gave it to Atomic Mass Games. Ah, neat.
Brian Nelson, I'm with Nick on that, but I'm very slowly making a cyberpunk Gretchen army that just live in some hive city, but since they don't, cause an issue, really people don't care. There you go. But yeah, I think that'd be really cool. I think people would be all over it too. Cause I don't know, at least whenever they release, because they always release models, and then they always release sidekicks. And the
Mhm.
sidekicks I always love more than anything. So I feel like a whole army full of sidekicks is perfect.
Dick Joe, have you guys tried Necromunda? I want to add that to my game list, but I need to hear it. But I hear it can be pretty complicated, and the rules stack oddly sometimes when there's no official ruling. Necromunda looks like a crazy cool game. I own it, but I don't know when I'll ever get around to it. I feel like it's a game that it just sits in a weird spot for me because I play 40k, Age of Sigmar, Kill Team, and I feel like it's kind of the same sort of game, but with a different art style. But it looks super cool and the models are amazing. ZNBQ, they also just released solo/co-op rules for Reign in Hell 2. Oh, neat. I bet it plays great in solo. Although I would be very tempted to cheat.
Oh, I would cheat. It's just so easy. It's right there. ZNBQ, Necromunda is kind of its own hobby in some ways.
Yeah, I know. It's really helped by lots and lots and lots of cool terrain, especially with lots of elevations. Yeah. Necromunda looks like a crazy, crazy cool game, and a lot of the people into Necromunda are super, super crazy, like super into it, which is pretty cool. But they're into it like, look at this really cool thing I made, as opposed to maybe like 30k people who are like, hey, look, everything is correct. You know, not that I'm biased against 30k.
Kino Kanones. Jay, Templars are a sub-faction in 30k. They're part of the Imperial Fist Legion. Nick, they have fan-made orc rules.
So I get exactly what I want, and then Nick has to proxy.
Yeah.
With some fan rules.
Exactly. We can actually only play Games Workshop official rules because we're shills.
Yes. Cutie Mochi, Killican or Death Dread? Ooh, that's a hard one.
Both.
That's a hard one. Those are some of the best models I think Games Workshop makes. I think I'd gotta go Dread. I really like the Dread, especially when you put on the 4 close combat arms.
Mm-hmm.
Dig it there, Ben's. Remember, folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them if you're new to the channel. Join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel.
Woo!
Zalon. Good evening, gents. Chaplains are badass, regardless of chapter. Will either of you be picking up any of the upcoming Black Templar? Yeah, I'll probably be picking up most of it. Eventually.
I'm not gonna pick up any of it. That's a promise. I'll promise you I'll never, ever pick it up.
I think I'm most excited for the fat guy, the Castellan, and the generic Marshal, and Grimaldus, and then maybe one or two, probably 2 squads of the Crusade squads. Which now I'm wondering if I should hold off on buying assault squads, because I wonder if assault squads for Black Templar are really good. You're just going to want to take the oh god, everything's name. All the names are the same exact thing. The Crusade squads are going to become really what you'd want to take for close combat Black Templar. Because I have 10 and I was planning on having 20, but now maybe I'm just going to plan on having 20 20 initiate sword brethrens and neophytes. Daniel Thompson, but Jurgen has a Melta, and therefore Meltas are the best weapon. That's true. Matthew McLachalan. All I use is Meltas in my army. Maybe that's why I used to always lose. It's because I didn't take enough Melta.
Could be.
ZNBQ. Is the All Gabo faction not the Grot Rebellion led by the by the Red Gabo? I think I have heard of the Grot Rebellion.
I don't see very specific minis for it though. So, and I don't believe in creativity.
Nelson Dune, I want an all Escher gang army for 40k. I love the models, but I don't play Necromunda. I guess they would probably work well as a guard regiment.
Daniel Bear, my mate has his Orc Blood Bowl team painted up as the Seattle Seahawks. They're the Seattle Sea Orcs.
Nah.
Amazing. That's pretty fun. See, Cheeseman, yo! It's 3:30 in the morning in the UK. Could miss you too, though.
Nice.
Of course. I bet a bunch of people have an alarm set. And they watch our stream for an hour and then go to bed.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I do.
Yep. I mean, your bedtime is what? 6? 7?
Yeah.
Cthulhu 73, handshaking paints? Where's the vortex mixer?
I don't feel like I need a vortex mixer. Tristan Lee, wow, 30k sounds like the kind of game for my OCD ADHD self. Everything must be perfect. A little bit. Everything needs to be just so, down to the type of feet. Jordan Thomas, tips on what to get to start a 40k orc army. Boys.
Boys, yeah. I don't know, is the new Combat Patrol good?
I mean, it seems like it's good. It's got boys, death copters.
Did we ever get to the bottom of... Because I remember people were speculating that you could only build... Because, what is there, 20 boys? And you could only build 10 shooters, 10 Slego Choppas? Is that actually true? Or did we find out that you could just do whatever?
I feel like it all dropped off the face of the earth once it came out, and no one really cared.
Yeah. Exactly.
Ryan Rains, Jay, did you see the Star Wars Legion medieval clone models on eBay? Seems it would be fun to play and paint. No, but that makes a lot of sense. Oh, I had a sneeze, but it went back down. That means I'm going to die if I don't sneeze, like, in the next hour. That's what happens if you don't sneeze.
Uh-oh.
I know there was an art series of, like, Bandai. I think, was it Bandai that made it? Where they made samurai-inspired Star Wars costumes. Basically based on how Darth Vader's helmet is based on, like, samurai armor. And so they just made everything in Star Wars into samurai.
All right. Here we go. Grim Dankness. Snagga Boys. They're better than boys if you want Slugga and Choppa Boys. Kino Canones. Yeah, the Orc Combat Patrol is monopose. Just get a second box of boys. It's fine, Nick. Internet Man, hey Nick, the Orc boys and the Combat Patrol are monoposed and mixed units. Interesting. So is it like, would you play it as a mixed unit? Or would you play it as, like, you have your 20, you have your 20 boys and you just play them as whatever? Or I guess it's Orcs, so nobody really cares. But if you want to be WYSIWYG, is it annoying?
Probably.
Because again, it's the old-fashioned rolling twice. That's always fun.
Yeah, I definitely don't think you'd run them as a mixed squad. Although you often run orcs as mixed squads because sometimes you throw in the rocket launcher or the shooter.
Yeah, but that's one guy.
Yeah, that's one guy.
But I'm saying, like, you have 10 guys one way, 10 guys the other way. I think although I feel like that went out of fashion in like 7th edition. And people are doing giant blobs. Kinikonones, I would get a second box of boys for 1 unit of choppas and 1 of shooters. Ah, well, there you go. But then they don't all match.
I wonder if shooters are going to be worth taking.
I don't know.
Historically not really been.
Yeah.
They've never quite made sense just because orcs are great in combat. And so why would you not take the combat?
But now they're like even better in combat. Dude, I mean, their toughness is increased. You can really run them across. If you have a unit fighting you back, it's a little harder for them to kill you. Yeah, I don't know. So what if the new boys don't have a great ass? They're still okay to me.
I don't know if they had a great ass. They had like a scoliosis ass. Internet Man, Jay, your Sons of Horus Land Raider is not the correct colors. You are banned from this tournament. I mean, I know I've heard 30k people being like, if you had a 40k Blood Angels army, you really shouldn't use that as a 30k Blood Angels army. Even though they're all the same units and they're all the same color, they're not wearing the correct form of power armor. And the vehicles don't have the correct angles and wheels on them or whatever.
And I've been saying that for years.
Matthew Micklach. Favorite dread? Even the ones from Forge World? I really like just the classic Venerable. Classic plastic Venerable.
Uh-oh. Internet Man, the boy squad is a knob, 5 chopper boys, 3 shooter boys, 1 big shooter, or rocket launcher.
Ooh.
Seems like a
mess.
mess.
How many miles is that?
That's 10.
10?
Knob. Yeah, knob.
Oh, yeah.
5 chopper boys, 3 shooter boys, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Interesting.
Well, at least we got a real codex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds neat. We'll have to... One day I'll get it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it looks like you get that twice. That combination of 10 guys twice.
Neat.
So you'll get 10 Slugga Choppas, 6 shooters, 2... I guess you could build 1 as a rocket and 1 as a big shooter, and then 2 knobs.
Interesting.
I wonder how many. It won't give you. It won't give you exactly what you need for one squad of shooters and one squad of Slugga Choppa.
But can you even take that?
You'd be one squad short, or one boy short, I think.
Can you even do that though? Because if the normal is a mixed squad, can you even take separate? Like only Slugga Choppa?
Yeah,
Only
I guarantee the mixed is not a thing in the rules because it never has been.
Hmm.
DS or your friends, remember, folks. Jay and Nick love the support you give, so hit that thumbs down. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel. Oof, mixing up the plug on me.
Holy cats. Mm-hmm.
See, Cheese Man, how long have you been painting the chaplains now for, Jay? I don't know. A while.
11 parts.
Yeah. So 11 parts divided by 3 models. I am very, very well.
Mm-hmm. Has the book come out?
For orcs? Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I remember hearing all about how it's overpowered.
Hmm. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, but has it come out on the way that I want it to have come out, if you know what I mean?
On vinyl.
Exactly. Hmm. Oh my god.
ZNBQ headed out. Have a nice night, everyone. Good night, ZNBQ.
Yep.
Kino Kananas. You can use a 40k army in 30k, but why? Just play 40k then. I mean, that's probably what you'd be told. But what if you want to play with the 7th edition rules and only Space Marines?
Uh-huh.
I think they also play 30k at a higher points level than normal 40k games.
Mm. See. How does this thing work? Somehow I found all the rules online.
Grim Darkness, if my math is right, if you bought 2 combat patrols, you can make Slugga Boys and 1 Shooter Boys unit of 10 each. Or you can make 3 Slugga Choppas and 1 unit of 10 Shooters. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Reigns, Jay, what is your favorite chaplain? Nick, what is your favorite orc character? Hey,
Gazgul.
Gazgul's pretty cool.
Gazgul's just really, really cool.
I don't know. Probably the old jump chaplain. Not the old jump chaplain, but the old Finecast jump chaplain. Tristan Lee, you gonna make that chaplain's forehead as shiny as Bricky's? Is Bricky bald? The guy who's got like a half dozen YouTube channels?
I think you can have a bunch of YouTube channels if you're bald. I don't know if they don't allow people with it.
Why do I remember him having hair?
I feel like if you have a lot of YouTube channels, you have to be bald.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Simon Whistler.
Simon Whistler is bald, and he's got a lot of YouTube channels.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier Martineau, with which paint did you do the head of the miniature? Oh boy, it's been a bunch. A dark brown, a magenta, a tan, a white, a black, a yellow. Yeah, all of those colors.
Tristan Lee, nah, but his forehead is very shiny.
Hmm.
There you go.
Yeah, the forehead being shiny is good because it gives me a lot of contrast between the parts of his head. Really, I should bring the head up to pure white.
Yeah.
I like to give a little extra oomph, a little extra zhuzh to characters. Internet man, Bricky has hair. Tristan Lee, nah, but his forehead is very shiny. Ah, interesting. Cog! Had any games of Kill Team lately? Yes! Been playing a bunch of Kill Team.
Oh yeah. Every Sunday.
Yeah. Sunday Fun Day.
Sunday Fun Day. Yes, we have a friend that's undefeated. It's very upsetting for both of us. I cry about it. I've cried about it all day today.
I was so close, though. The last game, I lost by 3 points. He had 11, or no, 4. I had 14, he had 11. That's 3 points. Or he had 14, I had 11.
Yes.
And the game ended with both of us having miniatures on the board. Daniel Thompson. Yeah. Speaking of lights, what is everyone's light setup for painting? I currently use a headlamp, but it makes me feel ridiculous when my wife comes in. I have this little LED bar.
When she comes in the room, you shine her with light as you look at her. That's amazing.
I have this LED bar that was the cheapest one they sold on Amazon, and it's really not enough light, but it looks good on camera. I might get some more light in the future, especially since now I look incredibly dark because I'm facing a corner. So I might get like a little light for me so that I look like I'm a human.
I think it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looks like you're telling a ghost story.
Yeah. Kino Kanonas, will Nick and Jay play 30k if they get an early free copy of the new 30k box?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, that'd probably work. Take back all my criticisms.
But you want to hear a secret?
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to get one.
No, probably not.
I think you should wear a headlamp.
Yeah.
I like that idea. I think that's a lot of fun.
I like to think it's like a miner's headlamp.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where I went.
Mm-hmm. Cog. I bought an LED bar architecture light off of Amazon as well as a work light, and it's good. Yeah, it definitely does get the job done. And what's helpful is that the light is literally probably 4 inches away from the miniature.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cute Mochi, Play on Tabletop, and Squidmar are fighting over the Tau Mansa. Yeah. Yeah, they both had the exact same idea at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Squidmar was first out with a video, but we'll see what happens in the end.
Ooh. Spooky.
Mm-hmm. Spooks. I like Jay's optimism. Probably not is not no. Ryan Rains, I wish I had a friend to play Warhammer with. Well, you could always hop on down to your friendly local game store and see what games are going on. If you have a friendly local game store in your area, you can look at Facebook to see if there's any tabletop clubs in your area.
You could get 2 small armies and try to trick your friend into playing with you by saying it's free because you have the army already. Then maybe they, maybe they get really into it.
Andre, Jay is highlighted with a reverse Zenithal highlight. Pretty much. TC Gentry, last minute dislike.
Dislike.
Cog, to get those free boxes, I'm pretty sure you have to sacrifice your firstborn to the Games Workshop NDA.
Good. Already did.
What happens if I've already promised my firstborn to a different NDA?
Gotta make another. Secondborn.
A second firstborn.
Exactly. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Daniel Thompson, start talking about Warhammer to your wife. She will find a friend whose spouse plays to get you to shut up. Yes. This is a good idea.
Tristan Lee, hot take. I feel like Squidmar has become less interesting as it's become more of a channel based on its aesthetic, styling, and clickbaity material. I mean, it's not clickbaity material if he follows through. Like, I bought a Tau Manta is not clickbait when you've bought a Tau Manta. I like Squidmar. He is very aesthetic, but I mean, that's good. Like, you'd want your videos to look good.
I actually want them to look worse.
There you go.
Worse.
May have over highlighted this symbol. It kind of works though.
Chicken nugs. Just say your firstborn. Just say your firstborn was a Primaris with another's gene seed. Loophole.
Ooh, there you go. I know one YouTuber got me with clickbait, or not clickbait, but they were wrong. It was Scott the Miniature Maniac. He brought up in a video that he was going to be working on a Titan. And I was like, oh my god. But it turns out he was referring to an Imperial Knight. He just mistakenly called it a Titan. Because what's the difference between a Titan and a Knight? But I was disappointed.
Yeah,
it was still a really cool video, but
you wrote an angry email to him and everything. It was wild.
Actually, that's not a knight.
Yeah.
It's an Imperial Knight.
Exactly. Yeah. Jeez. It was a whole debacle.
Yeah, we're going to court right now. It's not good.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, there's a restraining order. I can't go to Minnesota.
Exactly. He likes me though. We're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, just Jay. It's a problem. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a wild time. And speaking of wild. And speaking of time, it's 10 o'clock. Could you even believe that?
Yeah. Well, I got this guy's whole head done except for the part that's exposed bone. So that'll be a fun project for tomorrow.
Yep. I like it. Well, we had... Besides that, we had 2 videos out this week. We have another one coming out tomorrow. And then we have another one coming out on Saturday, but that is a Patreon-only episode.
Yeah.
Which is very exciting. And we'll be back with another live stream at 9 p.m. Central tomorrow. And after that stream, we have a Patreon-only stream where you can call in and chat with us.
And after that stream, no, that's the end. But it's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. We do a lot of stuff. It's almost like being part of the Patreon is good.
Yeah.
Everyone should be a part of it.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night.